What have I told you? By eating pretty much identical meals, you could save yourself 2,000 calories per day. And instead of continuing to get fat and putting it on around the belly, you could lose it and actually get fit. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Archie Gravener, and I help busy entrepreneurs with chaotic and packed schedules get into the best shape of their life, no matter what is in their diary. I've done this full time for the past 6 years now, and I've helped over 1,000 people on their own journey. And let me tell you, none of those people have the perfect lives. They have the exact same struggles as you when they're starting. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can go from where you are now, out of shape and unhappy, to consistently losing a kilo of body weight per week whilst eating the foods that you love and without changing too much about your diet. So what we've done is we've created a normal day of eating for a lot of people, and we've done breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a little snack as well. We're going to show you the differences between if you're actually tracking your calories and macros and have a good understanding of how to make good choices, the difference it is going to make in your fat loss journey and how easy it can actually be. You don't need to do crazy diets, you don't need to do juice detoxes, you don't need to do ridiculous fasts or cut out carbohydrates or anything like that. You can still eat your favorite foods, you can eat like a normal person, you can even eat on the go and still get fantastic results, and we're gonna show you how by this. So we're gonna start with breakfast. English classic, what a lot of people have is a bacon and egg sandwich. Now this doesn't look like anything too impressive, but if I flip around this very artistic calorie content here, 820 calories and 35 grams of protein. Protein's not too bad, but the ratio between the calories and the protein is insane. And you can see that is nothing special. It's not ridiculously filled up. There's 3 rashers of streaky bacon in there, or maybe like 3 double rashers, and more like 6 little streaks, 1 egg, and it's cooked with vegetable oil, and we use butter. So what you could do here to make quite an easy change is this: 428 calories, 44 grams of protein for what arguably looks like more food. And to me, it looks just as tasty, right? So the difference between this and this is it's much leaner because we've used bacon medallion, so there's no fat at all. Instead of just using an egg to bulk it out, I've used 100 grams of egg whites as well. So that's given me another 11 or 12 grams of protein. Instead of just using the normal bread, I've used sourdough because it's going to feel more comfortable and healthier on my gut. And that's going to support my energy throughout the day, as well as supporting my calories and my macros. But as you can see, both meals are relatively similar. There's no crazy differences. The biggest difference is one is almost half the calories and actually more protein. So you can still eat the things that you love, just with some small changes. Next, it's just a meal deal if you're on the go, a classic Tesco meal deal. Now, I appreciate if you're a normal person that you are gonna eat on the go sometimes, whether that's Tesco, whether it's McDonald's, whatever. If you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or just an extremely busy person, you might be on the road quite a lot, going to network, going to meet some clients, or going to view a new property, whatever that might be. Life does catch us out, and we have to know how to make good choices. Now, this is just a normal Tesco meal deal, okay? So we've got a cheese sandwich, sausage roll, but you could even say that that's a packet of crisps. It's gonna be relatively similar calories, and a can of Coke, okay? Calories on that one is nearly 1,096 calories. So if you're just having pretty careless thought when you're going along and just think I'm hungry, dip into Tesco and get that meal deal, you've nearly done 1,100 calories and 30 grams of protein, 31 grams of protein. Now, a very simple small change. You're just gonna get a chicken sandwich. Might not be quite as tasty as the cheese sandwich, but it's all right and it's gonna support your goals. You're going to get some fruit and you're going to get a Coke Zero. The cameraman can't keep up. A Coke Zero instead of a regular Coke, okay? The difference that is going to make is instead of 1,100 calories or 1,096, it's nearly 30% of that. It's 433 calories, 27 grams of protein, okay? So protein's relatively the same, but your calories are almost 30%. So this is just gonna be a snack bowl or something that you have after your dinner when you've got a sweet tooth. And this is something I'll actually recommend to my clients, is having a yogurt bowl, because it can be super nutritious, it can be high protein, it can be relatively filling throughout the day. It's gonna give you a good opportunity to hit that sweet tooth instead of having something super chocolatey. But if you don't know what you're doing and you're not tracking your calories, there's another 724 calories, 23 grams of protein. So again, that ratio between calories and protein is just absolutely insane. You can see from this bowl, it's not anything too crazy. I've got a bit of granola in there, I've got some peanut butter, and I've got some berries in there. Now, I actually tried to guess the amount of peanut butter this was by putting 1 spoon in. I thought I'd guess the portion size and I'll guess the calories, and I'll stitch that in now. Okay, we're gonna guess the calories in a spoon of peanut butter. So this is, or it's actually almond butter, and it's gonna be going in the yogurt bowl. And I'm someone that has helped with body transformations. I've calorie counted for a long, long time, helped over 1,000 people, 6 years of coaching, and we're gonna see if I can do it. Because if I can't, then other people don't have any hope. That is gonna be 30 grams, okay, which is 2 servings, is my guess. It is drier than Gandhi's flip-flop, to be fair. Okay, so it wasn't ridiculously far off. 40 grams. We scan it, it's 238 calories of almond butter there. That's not much food for 238 calories, is it? Weigh your stuff properly, guys. But a difference between where we have actually made some good choices, and instead of using granola, we've used oats, we've used some chia seeds to get some fiber in there. We've used low-fat yogurt instead of full-fat yogurt, and berries as well. The difference that that's going to make on the calories is instead of 724, it's 341. So again, it's under half, but we're actually getting 10 grams or 9 grams more protein in that as well. So this one is actually going to be more filling, more nutritious. It's going to support your goals way more, and it's half the calories as well. At this point, you can probably tell that I've put quite a lot of effort in, so I'd really appreciate it if you can hit the subscribe button. And if you don't hit the subscribe button, I hope that next time you go to a coffee shop and work that you realize that you haven't got your charger with you. Finally, dinner. We've got spaghetti bolognese. Again, another staple in a lot of people's diets. So this is the high calorie one. This is the lower calorie one. I wouldn't call it a low calorie meal, but it is a decent dinner that is going to give you enough calories to sustain you, and it's got enough protein in it as well. So the main differences between this is we've got less pasta in this one. This one, we just basically went off of what I would assume a portion is for myself. We've got high fat mince as opposed to using low fat mince. With the lower fat one, I've bulked it out with some vegetables just to make it bigger. If you can make your meals bigger when you are dieting, it's going to feel so much easier. So you want to focus on food volume as well as what you're eating, okay? We don't want to be eating really small meals. You're just going to be feeling hungry and unsatiated, and you're going to find it really hard to stick to your diet when you're in that state all the time. So try and bulk out your meals a bit as well. So the difference between this and this, for the higher calorie option, we have nearly 1,200 calories in one meal again. And again, that to me doesn't look too crazy. And in the lower calorie option, we have 696 calories, still 54 grams of protein. So still a really good amount of protein in there as well. Stick with us. What do we think the difference in the day's calories is going to be? Total for the high day is 3,819 calories. That's nearly 4,000 calories there. Just pan there. That is nearly 4,000. It's not a huge amount of food, and that is without things like the coffee stop that you do on your way to work and you get a cappuccino or whatever. It's without the little snacks here and there. There's no chocolate or anything like that. That's just 4 staple meals, okay? That's nearly 4,000 calories. The same 4 meals, just with a little bit of a change, and we're under 2,000 calories. 1,898 calories. Still a very similar amount of protein, 160 grams, which is going to be enough for the vast majority of people, and significantly going to support your goals without doing anything too crazy, without cutting out the carbohydrates while still eating interesting meals and not changing your diet all that much. But guys, the first thing that you need to know is the amount of calories and the amount of protein that you need. And where I see the vast majority of entrepreneurs and busy people go wrong with this is that they give themselves the same amount of calories every day. So you say, okay, I'm gonna stick to 1,800 calories or 2,000 calories, and you have that same amount every day. Now that's not fit for purpose, because what happens is at the weekend, you want to have a higher day of food. That just doesn't work, okay? Or you go to meet a client for some networking or something like that, and you go up some food. You need a high day here and there. What I've created is a flexible calorie calculator that's not only going to give you your calorie allowance, but it's also going to show you exactly how to have high days and low days. So you're going to be able to alter a Saturday, for example, and it'll pull down the rest of the days. So this is the calorie calculator that you need to actually stick to your goals this time. So just hit the link below this video, go grab it. And whilst you're doing that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well.